In today's video, the exact plan I'm gonna use to build muscle, lose fat, and really get things moving. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Paul Arvela from ProPhysique.com. In today's video, I'm gonna explain a few things to you. My life has been a little bit hectic, but I'm excited about putting on some muscle and actually probably getting a little bit leaner. And for those that might not be familiar, ProPhysique is doing a transformation challenge. We're giving away $50,000 in cash prizes. If you're interested, I'll put the link in the description box. The signups have begun, so you can register now. The official start date is January 15th, but I'm gonna be taking part of it, and part of that is about me getting back and excited about the gym. So I wanted to give you guys some insight on just what I'm gonna do to make that happen. I'm taking a few steps, and I think these steps could apply to you. First and foremost, the thing I went and did the other day was I went out and bought some books and some pens, and I'm probably thinking, Paul, who gives a crap? What are books and pens gonna do? I'm gonna log every single workout I do, and I'm gonna share it with you guys right here. I'm gonna show you guys the workouts I do. I'm gonna put it in the description box. It'll probably be like a once a week video where I actually just post the workouts. But if you guys would like that, comment below. If you want me to write down everything, including the weights, because I'm gonna track that. I don't care how weak or how strong I am. The most important thing is that I start to be accountable to myself. Because over the last few months, I've moved twice. The ProPhysique business has grown immensely. My clients have been killing it. I've been traveling all over the country going to shows, and guess what's happened? I put myself on the back burner. Of course, I also have a family, 2 young boys, so I need to get that excitement back. And the first step for me is accountability. When I write things down, shit happens. When I don't write them down and I say, hey, I'm gonna try to get to the gym today, things start to come up that are priorities. You know, my clients, my family, my business, those things tend to be a priority over myself sometimes, which is probably not the best way to handle it. But I wanna talk to you guys exactly about how I'm gonna handle my nutrition, how I'm gonna handle my training, and how I'm gonna make this happen. And then for anyone that doesn't know me that well, you're probably like, what is that giant wall of stuff behind you? So I told you we moved twice. Well, I have a giant baseball card collection, and so I actually was able to dig out and find like some of my old baseball cards, and it kind of got me excited about the sport again and about collecting. So I've actually been doing a little bit of collecting. Comment below if you happen to collect baseball cards, but let's talk most importantly about what's actually going on. So why am I here? There's our podcast station. Why am I in this dungeon of an office when I used to be in this big beautiful office? Well, we sold our house and we moved, and part of that move, don't want to forget my keys, was that I no longer had a home office. But don't fret, we bought a new house, we moved into the new house, and we're remodeling it. So when that's done, I'm gonna have this beautiful home office. You guys like the rock over there? Yeah, that's right, the rock. So I'm gonna show you guys a little bit about how I plan to execute this, and then we're gonna talk about my nutrition. So I'm leaving the little dungeon office that I have here, and I'm walking over to our gym. So ProPhysique Studio is a thing. We actually offer personal training. I do a lot of posing and events in here. You know, for my clients. It's never on a very large scale. It's not a big gym yet. That's probably coming in the future. But this is going to be a great opportunity for me to have a place to train, for me to film, and share that with you guys. So first things first, let's talk about the nutrition aspect. How would I suggest you guys handle getting your nutrition started? Well, the first thing comes from accountability. My favorite app right now for accountability is called Fat Secret. So if you don't even know how many calories you're taking in, that's where you got to start. You can't adjust your diet if you don't actually understand what you're taking in. Sorry, it's a little bit rainy and cold here in Florida today. By cold, I mean it's like 50. So I would download Fat Secret and just start plugging in all the foods you eat. Start figuring out where you're at with your protein, your carbs, your fats. Then you can start making adjustments. Don't jump into a diet when you don't even understand things. So here's the real value of what we got going on here. We have our own gym now. So I got my digital assassin Troy over here hard at work, but this is the ProPhysique Studio. I gotta try to find some of the lights in here. Troy, it's so dark, I can't see anything. There's no lights on that wall, but I promise you there are lights in here. So this is gonna be a place where I can definitely come in anytime I want, film, shoot, and like I said, I haven't been putting myself first when it comes to the training and stuff, right guys? Well, this is gonna allow that to change. So we're actually fully stocked up gym now. So a lot of this stuff was in my home gym at the other house. That's the other thing. I literally had a gym at my house. Well, now we've got all the barbells, all the weights. I've even got a treadmill. TV right in front of the treadmill. That's gonna be handy. My man Brett Contreras sent me a whole bunch of his glute equipment. So I got some glute training stuff over here. So I might even start including some hip thrusts. But the big thing is the ability to just come in and train when I need to and put myself in a position to add muscle, because the most important aspect of adding muscle is the stimulus. You need to have a stimulus aspect. So the first thing I'm doing for this week, this is my acclimation week. I'm gonna start tracking everything in my Fat Secret and figuring out where my calories have been, and then I'm gonna adjust. And I typically, first thing I like to do is set my protein. For me, I'm actually kind of lean right now. I find that the lack of activity with the gym and the more activity with my brain, you know, with client work and with moving and the kids and all that stuff, I kind of undereat a little bit. So I'm probably just gonna start around 200 grams of protein just to get used to that amount of food. But the training is gonna be the big key there for me. So once I get the 200 grams of protein, I know I can train, I can recover. Ultimately, you know, my carbs can be anywhere between 200 and 600 grams a day, depending on where I'm at in my training cycle, if I'm about to get on stage. Fats, I like them to stay between 50 and 100 grams, you know, the low end 50 when I'm really lean. So probably gonna start somewhere in the 60 to 70 grams of fat, probably around 300 grams of carbs a day while this is going on. But I'm gonna document all that for you guys on here so you can see exactly how it's doing. And then I'll probably start with some cardio at, you know, 15 to 20 minutes a day, either walking outside or walking on that treadmill over there. I love incline walking, as I've discussed. And I might even include a 1 day a week high intensity cardio session, but more for fun. I think, you know, I've been shooting the old basketball and I've had fun running up and down the court. So I might incorporate some like something for conditioning outside that just makes things fun. But I'm gonna include all this in my daily journaling. So that's really gonna be the most important factor for me. Now the goal for me is gonna be to put on some muscle. So what I haven't mentioned is that I've had an injury as well. It was kind of a strange shoulder injury. I got it looked at multiple times and told there was nothing structurally wrong. So that just gave me a lot of confidence that I could continue training without getting injured. But there was still a lot of pain to the point where sometimes when I would lift for several days at a time after that, I would actually find that I had kind of throbbing. Sometimes it would wake me up in my sleep if I moved my shoulder the wrong way. So after seeing a physical therapist, a professional, and he gave me some exercises to do, shout out to Chris, and it's all better now. However, there's been some kind of weakening of that area, so I'm excited to get started. So I'm gonna explain to you guys how we're gonna get started when you become detrained, because I can't just jump in to my old training programs. So I'm actually gonna walk you guys through how I'm gonna handle building my volume back up, basically by starting with a linear periodization program. What is linear periodization? Well, it just means that week 1 I'll do 3 sets of 10, the next week I'll do 4 sets of 10, the next week I'll do 5 sets of 10. Allowing myself to gradually respond, and I'll explain all the exercises as we go each week, but I just wanted to give you guys a heads up of what's coming on the channel. I wanna let you guys know about the Transformation Challenge, because I'm really excited about that. And most importantly, I just want to bring you guys along for the journey. I want to know what you guys want to know about when it comes to diet, when it comes to cardio, when it comes to training, when it comes to sleep, recovery, all the things. Let's do this thing together. I'm going to join the challenge. You guys should jump in too. And we're including things like, I don't know, there's diets, there's workouts for at home. Anybody in the world can compete. Last year, one of our winners was from Australia. And it's just a great opportunity to get into a great community. We have an awesome Facebook group where we talk, answer questions, and do live video feeds. So let's make 2021 awesome together, guys. All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow.